Hello, I'm Catastrophe, and welcome to Age of Wonders Planetfall. Now, for this playthrough, we're going to go straight into the campaign and go as the Kir'ko. So, without any further ado...
The currents of the void shift around me. Follow my voice, my last possession. My name was Empress Carmenia, and I was the last regent of the Star Union. We built a paradise on 1,000 planets, a glistening web strung between the stars. But the cataclysm shattered all, leaving our people stranded and alien to one another. Whoever you are, whatever you have become, it is time to leave this dark age behind and return to the worlds of your ancestors. Uncover our secrets, but heed our mistakes. Forge a new empire, a new age of wonders.
Alright, so... that was the Empress of the Star Union, or formerly Star Union. So for this we're going to go straight into the Kir'ko. Now we've selected him here, the Arcadia Celeste, and we'll check some options here. So he'll always return. Go for the beginner just because I've never really played this before, or many Age of Wonders games really, so we'll just do it just to get the feel for it and see how it goes. So I'm going to skip here and customize my commander, kit him out with everything, and I'll jump straight back to it. So I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. Now we've got our commander here, Kantas, and he's looking pretty interesting with the space punk additions to his armor. So let's jump right into it.
For centuries, the Kir'ko had to suffer at the hands of our human oppressors. They feared our psionic abilities, feared us because we were different. So they enslaved us, mutilated our ancestors, whose tormented memories still echo in the minds of the living. But the Kir'ko are resilient. We evolved without the severed hive until we finally broke free from our shackles. As Swarm Herald of the Kir'ko Terran, I have been chosen to lead my colony to a new place to settle, a new place to call home. This is a heavy burden, as we are confronted with our past in every corner of the former Star Union. With the unity of the hive mind gone, different voices have risen amongst our people. Some are seeking vengeance, while others like myself feel that we need to build our own future, away from mankind and human conflicts.
Alright.
Our search has been fruitless for some time now, and the dreams of my ancestors have been growing darker inside of me as a result. I'm in need of guidance to understand their meaning and to not succumb to the black emptiness they project around me. To this end, I have followed the tracks of the fabled dream reader Hatil O'Uk to a planet the humans call Arcadia Celeste. Arcadia Celeste lies ahead of us. I can feel it reaching out, a soothing presence bringing calm to the turmoil of the swarm. No wonder Hatil O'Uk was drawn here. This may be the place of tranquility we've all been longing for.
Alright, so we've reached the planet. Now as you can see on the left here, the world size is small. It's a Pangea type landmass with just slightly more land than there is water. So I'm assuming it's going to be one big island. Here we've got our loadout, which I've gone for the close combat equipment with the Rending Claws and the Thrax Blaster. I've taken the veteran talent, so I started level 3, getting more skill points to spend at the start. Combat experience, so everything in my army is just going to level up that extra bit quicker. Gone for the military detachment, so that my army at the start is much larger and I can be a little bit more aggressive with how I play. And then for the Vice, I've taken Cruel. Now, a lot of them are going to be unhappy at the start. However, the more we fight, as you see with cruelty, you gain 200 happiness each time a unit dies in battle, or we kill a unit in battle. So that's really going to stack up in the late game, but the early game, we're going to try and have to be in as much fights as possible, just to see how it goes. There's a lot to fight already, I'm liking this. Shin Tairu. There is no greater comfort than sinking your carcass into the bog on a misty morning. This planet has much to offer. I can sense a strong void presence calling my mind, allowing me to reach through the veil and connect with the harmony beyond. Yet I still fail to understand its bizarre beauty. When black tide starts swallowing the echoes of the ancestral dreams, Hatch brother Karash made an early landing, to search for the dream reader. I feel his mind drawing closer. He must be returning soon. Until he does, I need to control the urges inside and listen to the will of the swarm. My people are restless. The new hatch has emerged hungrily from their eggs, and the cocoons of the previous generation larvae have all been feasted on during the rite of conversion. Now they lust for more, and the colony must provide. Okay, so the Kir'ko swarm has grown restless during your travels. You must gather supplies and still the hunger of the next Kir'ko generations. So we'll have to reach 50 plus food, and that's going to give us a Kir'ko Transcendent, which is a tier 2 specialist, and a Kir'ko Engulfer, a tier 2 skirmisher. Okay, so our commander can be upgraded. So he's going to be very melee heavy. So what's this? Since the chorus, it reduces their damage resistance by 2 and 2%, 20% accuracy. Okay, so let's go for close quarter specialist to Fury of the Swarm, I'd say. And for now, we'll just keep those. Any mods? No mods just yet. So that's him all leveled up and prepared. Yeah, that's him all, about as much as we can do. So let's choose. How do we do this? So this is a smaller secondary army. Okay. So we'll grab our commander, and this looks to be quite important here, because we've already got a fight here with a cache and a bronze landmark with some food. So this is probably going to be our primary objective for now. So let's go in for it. So run him up here, run him up right next to him, and let's jump straight into the fight. So it's quite a large difference in power, especially as it's listed as a safe battle, but for the sake of getting into it and just seeing what it's all about, let's jump in. Oh wow, that's quick. Okay. This looks really nice. So they'll be moving first and just gradually advancing. Now the really nice thing about the Kir'ko is they all have this aura around them when next to each other, which is a swarm shield. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Absorb Pain, which essentially this Transcendent is going to take the pain earned by my commander. So while we can't really do much, we're going to just run our forces upwards and try and keep them mostly all together, just so that Swarm Shield buff doesn't disappear. So on the right here, we're just going to advance up with 2 of our Frenzied and the Hidden. And then on the left, we're just going to advance up with our Transcendent, another group of Frenzied, and our Commander. So can I actually reach anything from here? No, nothing's really in reach. Can I snapshot? No, so we'll just Overwatch and set it there. Other than that, you can all enter defensive mode. Oh, whoa. Oh, I completely forgot about these guys. Okay. So we'll have another pack of Frenzied on the way, as well as 2 of these Unleashed. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring these 2 right round the side. So you can go here, and you can go there. Sort of circle in as we're done. So you're done. Take cover, and let's end our turn. lovely. Not so much. But that swarm shield is definitely doing its job. That could have been a lot worse, especially with all these misses. This is going pretty well. So what I'm thinking is that we essentially just overwhelm this. What are these called? These quartzite liquid flames. So we click on them, we can see what they've got. So these are quite obviously thermal damage, but they've got a resistance to arc and thermal themselves. So using heat-based weaponry or the arc type weaponry isn't really going to do much. However, biochemical weakness, that's just going to make them far more susceptible to that kind of damage. Do that. Okay, so we'll go in. Actually, you know what, I'm going to bring him over since I messed it up. We'll bring the frenzied over and bring him here, start the fire, and go for our rending attack. There we go. And then with our unleashed, we'll just finish this one off.
Enemy annihilated.
So what we can do here now is bring up these two frenzies, make sure that swarm shield stays on. Bring up our... I'm not really going to be able to hit anyone here, are they? So we'll bring our hidden up here. They should still be connected to the swarm shield. There we go. Do a snapshot, and we'll go for those others. These ones here. Ooh, I probably need to right click, don't you? Alright. Snapshot and fire. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So we're going to send up our frenzied here with our commander right up behind him, with the transcendent there. Now we're going to use our battle vomit on these guys just to chunk away their armor and melt away one bit of protection, basically. There we go. Now can I finish him off? I have a chance to finish him off here, which would be really good for us.
Enemy down.
Yeah. So that is one down. Can I target him? Do you know what? We'll go for it. No luck, unfortunately, but we've already taken down quite a few of their number. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm just going to run in the two frenzied here so they can battle vomit this creature. What are these called? The quartzite liquid crystal. Okay, so they're just 11 type. So we'll battle vomit, not destroy the cover. There we go. And the same for you. Just do that. There we go. Alright. We've done a fair bit of damage, so let's end our turn. That chain discharges is pretty nasty, so we're definitely going to need to watch out there. Definitely space up next time, although I guess it's a risk of, do we play for the swarm shield and then just take the hits, or do we keep spread up and just not really make much use of the swarm shield? So that's that one. I'm actually going to spread them out now. So I'm going to run you around to here. Our commander can run here, and let's see what we can do. It's ready there actually. And brilliant. Let's go for this kill.
Enemy eliminated.
There we go. So
The enemies of the hive have been defeated.
definitely something to look out for when dealing with arc-based creatures is that extra discharge jump from the arc weaponry. Ooh, what do we want? Produces 10 additional energy or additional hidden. We seem to be okay with energy right now, so I think I'm just going to grab the skirmisher barracks. Alright, so let's have a look at what we could build. We said we needed food, so let's grab the central biofarm for now. How are you looking? A bit pretty banged up, but I reckon. Actually, what have you got? Echoes and various Psi-Fish. Don't quite feel that we're ready to fight those yet, so I think we'll just take on this small army here with our forces, just so that these guys can grab the XP too, and then move to secure this Meruzar Blooms. Alright, you're done. What are these? Alright, so these are our objectives. Choose 50 plus food. And the Dream Reader found. Okay. Victory condition. Okay, so let's end our turn. I have returned, Kantas took more. An old hatchmate, Shin Tai-Ru. How I've missed the soothing presence of the swarm. It was unmindful of me to scout alone. I will never understand why some of our people are embracing this newfound solitude of the lost hive. Still, I fared well on my mission. This planet is a marvel. It speaks to me, sharpens my psionic instincts. Whispers of the harmony beyond have guided me to the Dream Reader. In my mind, I saw him meditate within a ruined city, where void tears had fallen from the sky. Karash extends his mind to you. As he shares his dream, you see images of his recent experiences passing by. You notice mountains and rivers, but also the bespoken ruins where a blurry figure is engulfed in dulcet light. Suddenly, a wave of fury and hatred befalls you, washing away the rest of the vision as the image of a solitary human settlement appears. That's ominous. Bless you. Is there any place in this galaxy left without sack bleeders? They infest every planet, devour every species crossing their path. Their greed knows no satiation, and consumption is their only purpose. And yet we showed them our mandibles and claws. On Cadilla's Prime and so many other liberated worlds, the Kir'ko Terrim were one of the first colonies to rise up and fight. Since then we evolved and grew stronger, while the sack bleeders withered like the ruins of their empire. When called to war by the Herald, the swarm will not hesitate to respond, and prevail. You know my position on this, Karash. Last night, I revisited the third dream of Kazara Tosh. I was there, on Kir'ko, and though my senses were unfocused, I felt that I was home. Then I looked at the night sky and the fateful constellations guarding the secret of our origin, but once again they remained intangible and blurry. Together with the Dream Reader, I need to return to this fragment of the vision. With Hatil Uruk's guidance, I can achieve something greater than finding new hatching grounds for our swarm. We do not belong with the humans, not in peace and not in war. Okay, so we've discovered these ruins hidden in the fog of war here, so what should we do? I can use a scout unit to go and figure it out, and I'm going to get a dazzling rifle and a little bit of cosmite, which is basically is this resource up here, and that's what we need to build the higher tier units to upgrade our characters and individual soldiers with various mods and the like. So I'm going to take this wounded unleashed here and flying over just to scout it out. So that's that being done. So I'm going to move up this one and initiate the fight. So once again I'm going to fight it because I've not really seen how these guys battle against my own units yet, so we'll jump right in again. Okay, so what are we up against? A Wild Shrike. So these guys do kinetic damage. Doesn't look like anything's too special about them, except that they fly and probably going to cover a fair bit of distance. These guys, however, alright, so they have two different type of combat leaps. So this one seems to just ignore all shields. It only affects air targets. Okay, so that's what they'll use to target things like our Unleashed. And this one seems to be more melee focused, yeah. So again, it'll ignore all the shields and stagger our units, which will take away one of these little blue action blocks. And that's going to prevent us from being able to do more. What I think I'm going to do, I'm actually going to run our units over here because I don't like the idea of these two being caught out on their own. So we fly over. Our Transcendent can once again absorb the pain of our commander. And I'm just going to run him up, really. Sort of just to take the brunt of things. Hidden can just stick there and go into Overwatch. And then I'm just going to bring up all of our Frenzied to join him. There we go. So that's going to be quite dangerous for them if they want to jump into us. Now I'm going to stick my Transcendent here, just to get swarm shielded with our hidden. Those two can swoop in that way, and I believe that's everything, is it? Can I strike anyone? No, so we can just go into defensive mode, and so can you. All just rush your turns. Alright, let's see what they do.
Enemy killed.
That worked really well. Fantastic. Alright. Oh, did you not? Oh, I left clicked and didn't right click. Okay. Well, this is my fault here. That's on me. I need to remember to right click more. You do have psionic mending though, so I'm actually gonna. Okay. Let's move you up and get you back here, just so I can put you back together. There we go. And we're gonna hopefully try and get a kill on you.
Enemy
And
killed.
we did. Brilliant. Now we can't actually do much against this guy unless Battle Vomit works. Does it work? It works. Okay. So how can I? So I can't really get him without catching myself. Yeah. So. Alright. So let's bring you over and bring our Unleashed over just to try and help take him down. Otherwise the Overwatch for these guys should do the trick. Let's move on to round 3. Ah, okay. Disabled our Overwatch, right. You're not dead yet, at least, so we should be able to kill you there. Mind Strike. Is this going to be it? There we go.
Enemy down.
So that's good to know that these things can actually
Our forces are
stagger
victorious.
and cancel Overwatch and the like. But we won nonetheless, and we've gained an extra number to our colony. So let's see. I'm pretty happy with that as it is. There's nothing that really needs changing. We're going to get our biofarm next turn, and for the most part I don't really need to do much change except run this way. You're fine. What about you? You need to move, do you? So let's go this way and jump on here. So we can annex this for our city, and then about next turn you'll see this dotted line in our colours come around the outline of the province. Ooh, hello. What are you? An army commander, okay. So I'm going to join him up with this force, just to help improve them. No, that's not a bot. This is incredible for food though. Wow. So this is definitely where our sector upgrades are going to go, so close that. What can you do? Nothing just yet, and you've got a Psi rifle. Okay. So you can be our ranged commander. And we can now do our research. Brilliant. So, how about we go with acid composite and biochemical maceration? Sure, sounds good to me. And we'll jump into our society deck. And I'm thinking, ooh, let's definitely boost our food experience. 50% of their food income as production. Okay, I don't think we're going to need to grab that just yet, so I'll grab this first and then see about grabbing frontier facilities, just because of the colonizing unit we'll get from it. So I think once we've ended our turn, we're going to go for this group of wild creatures, clear them out, send over our Unleashed over here to investigate and get those rewards. So let's see. Alright, brilliant. Yeah, they are going to be unhappy, so let's run over here and carry on. Before we jump into that fight though, I'm going to fly over here and see what's what. Ooh. Grab those supplies, one of these. You discover that this transport was carrying blueprints and materials to make 2 different weapons. Unfortunately, you find that most materials have deteriorated over time, and that there's only enough left to manufacture one of the weapons. Let's have a look. What are these? 1 level of stagger resistance and 1 additional armor. And this one. Dark energy springs forth from this Psi stone. Ah, some potential mind control. Okay. I think for now we're going to go for the exoskeleton systems, just to make our main commander a little bit tougher. Now, I need to be wary of these Psi-Fish. I don't think they hate me yet, or at all. Ah, sound the alarm. Man the defences. Troopers! Another wave of bugs is upon us, and we won't go down without a fight. Another wave. More of our brethren must have sought refuge on this planet. Did Hatil Uruk not come alone? We must focus our senses to detect their presence. Okay. So we need to find the aggressive Kir'ko, and this has given me a scroll back in. A number of locations to check out around here, which I can do with that one unleashed. Another good thing actually this leads on to is where we plan our expansions. So as you can see, they've got like double food, a single energy, and a single production. The choice for this would be to go for production, food rather, because it's got both the climate and the terrain type. Yeah, Arcadian and Forest, which really produces food well. That being said, this one is fantastic as well because it's got these particular outposts, and this one for the set of farms. So, by the looks of it, we're not going to be lacking for food anytime soon. Energy will be alright with. Production, possibly. I might need to mostly build a few buildings in our capital just to help that on the way. But, for the most part, we should be good. So, now that this is merged with our territories, I'm going to build an agriculture exploitation just to make advantage of these tiles. So let's go into the fight. I'm feeling pretty confident, so I think we'll just auto-combat this and just see if we can trust the auto-combat. Looks like we can. Okay, that's pretty good. With each new hatch, the colony continues to proliferate. Still, there are some of my brethren that know a deeper hunger, an ancient caste that is insatiable and can instill even our own kind with fear when they devour our enemies to strengthen the swarm. They resonate within our growth, and we nurture their appetite. Ooh. Oh wow, that's a lot of food, okay. Ravenous. Ooh, and Cosmite, okay. There are more ancient Kir'ko waiting to get fed. Push your colony further so that they can still the hunger of the ravenous. Brilliant.
Objective completed.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely sure I'm going to take the reward. Ooh, that's a bit of an energy chunk, so let's move our Transcendent into that army. And I think I'm going to give you this Frenzied, actually, to join you, so that I can take the Engulfer. Brilliant. So we've got a pretty potent army already as it is, so I'm thinking, actually I really should have moved him up this way, so we're going to clear out the sprawling greens and check out these areas. And then see about turning on the Psi-Fish over here, just so that we can get hold of these Zebotac farms. That's what these do. An Old Star Union sector base, which is still operational. It acts as a pre-built food exploitation, providing 20 plus food and 2 food per colonist. That's pretty good. Okay, so created a sector base. Yeah. Alright, so let's just start. You can go that way. And you can't do too much, can you? You can move there. There we go. Move you off. So you're done. You're pretty much... No. Okay. You bring a dark passenger with you, traveller. A weight burdens you, greater than you can bear alone. You search for something. What is it? For what reason have you come to this tranquil place? Planet. I can't read. We are in need of guidance, and came here seeking for a wise dream reader of our people. We followed the psionic trail of his presence. You focus your psionics in an attempt to break the mind link. The other Kir'ko tightens the link between you. A dream reader? Perhaps it was the will of the cosmos that brought you here. My hive sense tells me that I am the only dream reader on this world, but sadly I cannot help you. You are on a fallacious path. Dark clouds flow through your mind. I am following the Celestian ways and must not seek conflict with the ones that wandered astray. I warn, do not enter the Forbidden Archives. Only more darkness to find. The psionic connection is broken, and sudden silence settles in your mind. Interesting. Xerok. What a waste. We come all this way to seek Hatil Uruk, yet he refuses to guide us on our path. He will not swarm with us, because we draw on the darker void. But while he stays silent to our pleas, the harmony beyond always answers. I believe its whispers would guide us to the Dreamreader, but I was wrong. The ruins from my vision point to much older knowledge. The Forbidden Archives. The connection has been growing stronger. I can hear its melodies from afar. Feel the pulse of oblivion ripple through my inner fluids. Ugh. Will the emptiness consume me when I embrace its song? I cannot tell, but there may be no other way. Okay, interesting. The archaic temple complex is calling you from the harmony beyond. You should explore further to find out more. It's an adventure quest. Okay, so let's not mind that too much. As much as I might need the buff to energy, I'm going to take it just for the Cosmite, because the more Cosmite we get, the better. So I've unlocked various tasks. What's this? Kill 6 units belonging to another player. Okay. Harmony Beyond Channel. Alright. And the Empire Diplomat. A non-aggression pact. Okay. So I believe that's everything. Yep. Alright, send our turn. Green smell. A connection. Home. A sour shape. Unlike others, yet similar. Interesting. I feel the ripples of the void resonating within you, yet I don't recognize their strange new patterns. What are you? The void? Home is lost. We are Kir'ko from beyond the veil. Your Psi-Fish. Void creatures. This world must seem very strange to you then. We feel with you. The Kir'ko are also lost their home world a long time ago. Kir'ko soothing. Unlike the others we found. They observe, bland, grey smell, though they look tasty. Perhaps you want to visit them, quite close. What the hell? These Psi-Fish spoke of tasty ones that spent a long time silently watching them. You should investigate. That's really worth it. Okay. Alrighty, so you're going to go run down there. You're going to head up. While you run here. What are you producing? A biofarm. Let's get you a hidden afterwards. Brilliant. That's you, and Psi-Fish dwelling. Okay, so that's where they're based. Growing unhappiness, but I murdered so many things for you. Okay. We can manage that easy enough. So let's jump to it. Message from the Psi-Fish faction. They hunt us. We try calm this. It is not effective. They are caught in the past. We try reaching. They hunt us. We flee. Paragon pursue. Protect us? Alright, so these guys don't particularly understand how to string a sentence properly together, but you get the gist of it. So we've got another kill, or a kill quest from them, so we'll get 10 bonus reputation with the Psi-Fish, 10 influence, and 23 research. Okay. Well, we'll deal with you first. Because we've not got the other army, we're going to have to manual combat this. Should be easy enough. These aren't the ones that have their attacks jump between the targets, so I don't have to worry about the Swarm Shield. Okay. So, Transcendent, let's remember to right click on our hero. There we go. Our Frenzy can start to move up. Let's be a bit mindful of that shield. So then let's Overwatch here. You can run there actually. And take cover. You take cover and you take cover. There we go. And we'll end our turn. So nice. Nice. Okay, so they've stood next to this explosive barrel. But because of their thermal resistance, I don't know how well it's going to do. But I'm still going to find out whether the blast from that can still do some nice damage. Because they are taking a bit of a hit, so let's have a go. Not as much as I like, but it staggered and it did a fair bit to them. So let's actually run you up a touch. Can you battle vomit them? No. So let's run you up just one more. So there we go, battle vomit. Oh, lovely. So we'll run you up now. And what's this? Gunk shot. Okay. So we're just going for the kill here.
Enemy eliminated.
You are transcendent to. Ooh, that's worth the shot. Let's have a go. Not too much damage, but it's better than nothing. So let's run around here. Start to stagger. Not too shabby. I really should think about absorbing pain on one of these frenzied, perhaps. Just so we can actually get a proper use of him. Well, he was ranged. So, let's have a look. Taking a few chunks out of my
enemy killed.
Is there, but Overwatch caught him out, so let's try and finish him off. There we go.
Enemy annihilated.
Pretty brutal in melee combat.
Our forces are victorious.
Yeah, GG. Alright, so on that battle, we've got our specialist training center. Oh, cool. So we got those two buildings for free, pretty much. And you're now training a group of hidden for this army. So I'm going to run you into here because I believe you regenerate quicker in your own territories. So let's start checking that out up here. Okay, so we've got some supplies here that we're going to go try and grab. You can keep flying down this way to investigate here. Just have a general look around. Let's end the turn. We don't actually have that long, do we? It's pretty decent with the healing. Maybe 2 turns away, so I reckon we can do this. Where are you? We're a group of 4. Possibly.
Life is
There we go.
delicate,
First research.
evolved over ages of perfected trial and error. One doesn't gain superpowers by adding an extra helix to the elegant double helix of DNA. It's lethal. No surprise that this weapon, originally an attempt to enhance life, is better suited for destroying it. Dr. Eva Montinga, Terratech researcher.
Okay, so we've got our first tactical operation, biochemical maceration. Macerating biochemical agent is released in a 1 hex radius, reducing the affected unit's biochemical resistance by 3 for 3 turns, and has a chance of becoming slow. Not too bad. This is a mod you can actually apply to pretty much everything now. Well, I have a biochemical ability, for the most part. So these attacks from the biochemical weapons are infused with acid, melting armor, and removing 1 armor with each hit. That's really good for some heavy armor stuff, so that's good to use. Now what's this? Bracing darkness, mark of the dark sun. I think we'll grab unshackling, especially for these thundering claws where our frenzied are just going to be incredibly dangerous. Especially with things like that as well. So we'll start that research, check our society, and we'll grab frontier facilities just for an extra city. Potential. So you're all done nurturing.
For decades, we slept in slavery, dreaming of a lost world and our martyred hive queen. Now we share a fresh vision, a healthy brood, and work for a future in which we can pursue our lost dream. Kir'ko Kozrax, Swarm Herald.
Okay, so dream sharing. All Kir'ko units get 25% experience from combat. All owned colonies benefit from an increase of 20% food income. That's really going to help with our quest. And the colony upgrade. Colony gains 50% of their food income after upkeep as production. Discount when producing units. Nice. So we've already got frontier facilities in the works. That's quite good. So let's move up here. And prime an arc.
Operations available for priming.
can we do? So I can only choose one of these. So for now, I think I'm going to grab Dream Sharing, just so that they can have that bonus to combat experience, especially since we've got a lot of fighting going on right now. I don't seem to be able to do that, so leave that for now and check this out. So I can't. I'll have to do that next turn. This guy can just keep heading over and not particularly worry about the mountains. Yeah, so fly over the mountains to check out the Forbidden Archives just to see what it's like. Oh, so I have to clear this one. Okay. Okay. Can annex another sector, so I'll just bring you back then. And you have moved everywhere. Okay. That's crap. Ooh, whoa, hello. You're hostile. Okay, well, quite hostile. So, I assume you've been spawned by something. So we'll have to pull back to deal with you. We'll do that next turn. Oh yeah, yeah, you're getting dealt with. Ah. Greetings, Swarm Herald of the Kir'ko. Do not be alarmed by my presence. We seek no conflict with your people. Whoa, okay. You create a series of clicking sounds as response. It is an old Kir'ko curse, but the Sack Bleeder surely won't understand its meaning. I see that you are not willing to talk with us. Talk to us. I sincerely hope you will change your mind and come back to us before there's any more needless conflict. Right. Okay. Right. So let's bring you back down this way. You can carry on. You can attack them, actually. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, right, so we're jumping into the manual combat. For this, I'm not going to risk it against Paragon soldiers and whatever the heck that was. They should be moving up first. Alright, so let's see what they can do. Lash out, so you can stagger and burn. Okay. So okay, so it ignites itself essentially, so it's dangerous and it has to die quite quickly. Pretty high thermal and psionic resistance, which is a problem. What about you, Fanatic? You're 25% harder to hit with attacks. Okay, so let's move you up, and we'll buff you. Come into right click. There we go. So let's just start. I don't want to move up too much. Just be out of position, so we'll stick you there, and then we'll stick you here. Meanwhile, our commander can move here, and that's way too low a chance. We'll just go into Overwatch. You can go defensive, you go defensive, and you go defensive. Let's see how it goes. Uh-huh. Quite a few grenades going off, that's alright.
Operations ready.
So let's kill you as quick as we can. Yep, you're definitely needing to die.
Enemy down.
Brilliant. So let's try and Psi-Strike you. It's about a 3. A couple grazes. So we're then going to run around and flank him. Hopefully kill them. No, didn't seem so, but we'll do a fair bit of damage to this guy. Okay. Or not. Okay. Well, we've taken out his plasmoids. His Paragon soldiers here are essentially dead, and these guys are overcharged, so these are going to be a bit of a problem, but for now, I think we've got this. I feel like we've got this. Oh yeah, definitely. So these fanatics. Okay, so they're just a very strong supporting unit, similar to the Transcendent in that role. But we managed to get a little few hits off of them. It's all pain, it's doing its job, but a little too well. So I don't know if you can heal. Can you heal yourself? You can, brilliant. So, let's see. Let's go deal with... I can catch him out, see if I can do that.
Enemy destroyed!
Excellent. So this now frees up my frenzied here to go after his fanatics. And these two can just go after this group. Excellent, they're staggered as well, so they can't do as many actions as they would have wanted. Ooh, brilliant. Okay, so they're stunned. Right, okay, so just these two left, and what are these? Biochemical maceration. It's not really going to do anything for me here, so let's just see how it goes. That's a bit painful, but we survived it. Trigger the Overwatch. Not too bad. Alright, so let's finish these guys off.
Enemy annihilated.
Send these guys in to finish up. There we go.
Enemy destroyed.
Good job, Kir'ko.
Our forces are victorious.
Brilliant.
Objective completed.
So, we've done that reward. Sweet solace. Paragon hunters are gone. Delicious harmony. The past must remain in the past. Tasty emptiness. Decorate their tombs. Wandering the void. So yeah, this is going to be something we want to keep an eye on with the Psi-Fish, since this will declare, or show rather, how much favour we have with them, how much favour we need to the next state, and where we are on that level. If we click here, we can sort of deal with a trade with them once we've met them, and that's just going to tell us where their home is. So let's take the reward. Excellent. So, see, since it mentioned we can annex a sector, I'm just going to have a look. See, definitely this one or this one is what I want to take. Possibly this one as well, if I can't grab that one in time, especially because it's Psi-Fish. Unless, because we're friends, we can ask them to move on, which would be very nice. Alright, so he's leveled up. Alright then. Well, let's grab... We've got 5. Let's make you 5% more accuracy and critical hit. Yeah, we'll just grab that. Grab that. Okay, we've got mods. Right. So we'll kit you up with that. And will that just take it away from my commander? I think so. So we'll just give him that for now. As you see, this is going to cost 16 energy and 8 cosmite, which we'll take from this. So the more cosmite we can produce, it's going to be really good overall for our armies. Okay, so heroes are going to upgrade that immediately, whereas infantry units or other units are pretty much going to take a full turn. So we'll add acid composite, and I'm going to give this guy the leg exoskeletons and upgrade him as well. There we go. Now I'm thinking that let's have a look. Biochemical weapons should be okay. I don't know if that's going to work for them, so for now we'll end our turn. Actually, where are you? There you are. Oh, you're done. Alright, we'll end the turn. Oh dear. Okay. This isn't going so well, so they've got a bit of a bonus against us, so I'm hoping Swarm Shield might just pull it through. But let's try our best to defend this. So defenders are going to go first. What can we use against them? They're both flying, which is a problem. So I guess we just run to it. We go meet them, I guess. So let's stick together. Quick to give you a read. What do you do, Swiftbeak? So it's 20% harder to hit. Axe Beak, it's a high impact stagger. Defenses all defense modes. Bypasses all shields, can bleed. Deals 25% damage when flanking. Okay, so we're gonna have to be careful of him. But for the most part, I don't know if there's much we can really do. Our commander's army is gonna come down anyway and clear this up, just in case. So it's not too much to worry about. So let's face that way. Go down. Face that way. I think we're good. Alright. And send the turn.
Operations available.
Okay. I think really we're just gonna have to get up there bit by bit. Really rely on this swarm shield. I think I can catch them out. No? Just out of range. Okay. Yeah. Oh no. Alright. Well, that was a mistake on my part. Whoops. What can this do? Potential chance to slow. I'm going to try and slow this one down just in case, because that mishap with the bio bomber is right, excellent. So he's slowed now, so that should buy us a little bit of time. Yes, I want to end my turn. I don't want to make a fool of myself even more. Oh, that's handy. Oh wow, okay. No Overwatch, that's a problem, but you're gonna do. You're gonna finish these guys off.
Enemy eliminated.
And then you're gonna vomit. Correct this time. There we go. So he's got reduced armor, so he has no defense whatsoever. And I can't really deal with you, so you're just gonna hunker down and wait for him to gun. Just focusing on this one. But
Unit lost.
oh dear. Okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think we may just pull this through.
Enemy eliminated.
So it really sucks with using this frenzy, but these guys are going to
Enemy
regenerate.
destroyed.
So we don't really need to worry about that.
The
But we've won.
enemies of the hive have been defeated.
Excellent. All part of the plan.
Doctrine enacted.
Okay, so now Kir'ko can get 25% more
Production ready.
XP. Which we want to build? Let's have a look. Big boost on the food. So let's see about. Yeah, we definitely need this because of the cruelty debuff. So you can run along. You can not do anything. Actually, you know what? You can grab those. Additional energy, and you can go meet up with this hidden. Our leader can go. Where do we want to go? We want this one actually because of the terraforming outpost. So our food is going to be absolutely booming when we get all of this. So yeah, 62. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's annex the sector. Excellent. And actually, okay, now I'll need to go to one of these zones first to build a forward base so I can claim the surrounding land, but what's this?
Sharpen your claws. Sunder the chains in your mind. Fight for the hive. The subjugator's blood is an antidote to the poison of servitude. Behold their corruption and live free. Dig G-Clux, Swarm Herald, Rallying Cry.
Alright, great. So our Sunring Claws are done. So let's grab the new research. And I'm thinking, let's grab, what's this? Healing Surge? Accelerated Healing. Mantra. Thermal Damage. So I kind of want to go for the Foreboding Darkness, just for that kind of Psi buff. So we'll grab that. And then for Society, let's grab area surveillance so we can work on our defense a little more, especially with the monitors and stuff, so we don't have stuff like that random aggressive unit coming in to help places without me knowing.
Our colonies require the means to protect themselves and a reason to stay. At the very least, it's time to invest in some good old-fashioned guns and beer. Dollar Smith, Deneb Colony Mayor.
Alrighty, so with everything set up here, I'm going to call it for this episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it and have learned from my mistakes not to right click Battle Vomit by accident. So for now, thank you very much for watching and take care. Goodbye.